My very first memory, and I had to be very little. And I was sitting on my mom's lap, and I had my head kind of right here on her chest. And I was just listening to her heartbeat and listening to her breathing. And I just remember feeling this just sense of peace and comfort. And I was just starting to drift off to sleep. And all of a sudden, she starts yelling, like screaming, full-blown screaming. And I was just terrified. And I burst into tears, and she goes, "Oh, no, oh, honey, oh, mommy's okay. I just am really excited about this football game that I'm watching right now." And I feel like that is my mom in a nutshell. That's just kind of the way she was. So she always had this way of making people feel really comfortable and really, really safe with her. She loved my dad. She loved her friends, and she loved my sister and I, and she loved her grandkids, her boys. She just always called them her boys, and she bragged about them whenever she possibly could. She would brag about them to us, our parents. She would say stuff like, "Well, they're not bad for me. Like, they're always good for me." And she loved her family fiercely. And I think that that's a good way to put it, that it was a fierce kind of love and a strong and powerful. And she didn't do a lot of things halfway. So she loved people well. She was the fun mom. She was the mom that she used to volunteer as a teacher assistant. So my sister and I both went to Good Shepherd School all the way through 8th grade. So from kindergarten to 8th grade, it was just about once a week that she would volunteer in in our classes. And she'd be there for half a day, and all of the kids, all of my friends, all of my classmates were so pumped on the day that she was there, because she was so much fun. And then if for some reason she couldn't be there, people would be super bummed, and they'd be like, "Oh, there's nobody else that's as fun as Mrs. Alcorn. When she's at recess, it's so much fun." So I think she just really loved life, and that came out in like everything that she did, that she made home be somewhere that we all wanted to be. And she, not only her family, but all of my friends would come over all the time. I think that she thought maybe that it was because of the pizza rolls and the Nutter Butters. Those were kind of two classic snacks that we had. I think that she thought people kept coming over for that reason, but obviously we knew that it was because the home that she created was full of a lot of love, but it was full of a lot of laughter too. It was just fun. But the great part about that too is that she not only was a fun mom, she was wise, and she had her moments of, "Oh no, you don't do that." I mean, she wasn't fun to the point of letting us do whatever we wanted to. We knew, "Oh no, this is the rule. You don't cross the rule." But if you stay in the realm, the boundaries of the rules, then we're going to have a ton of fun. And I definitely learned that from her. I think as a mom, that's what I try to be for my kids. I think that my mom and dad's relationship was such a great picture of being servants to one another, of loving each other and putting each other first. And when each one of you puts each other first, that actually equals a really good outcome. I think she used to do a lot of things for my dad that, I think this is obvious. Like, my dad is who he is because of who she was. And because the things that she did freed him up to do the things that he did. And if she didn't do those things, he wouldn't be the person that he is. I am really proud of the way that she served him. And then especially towards the end when she was sick and couldn't do a lot, my dad served her so well. She did a lot of things very intentionally. Obviously, her journal being one of those things that is going to be passed down for generations. She still had her fun-loving spirit. She still had her, her zest for life, her passion for life. But she also had this quiet peace about her that was really a privilege to be around. For the first part of my life, she took care of me, and And I feel like as a nurse, I feel like a lot of my training as a nurse and a lot of my experiences that I had working with critical care and just many years of experience nursing, I feel like kind of led to some really sweet times that we had together at the end, because not only did I want to take care of her, but I was able to take care of her. There was a moment where it was right before I actually called 911 to get her to the hospital. I looked at her and I said, "Mom, I know that you don't want for me to have to take care of you, but I want for you to know that it will be a privilege for me to take care of you." And she said, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to take care of you all the way to the end." And I know that her mom heart didn't want for me to have to do that, but I really do think that was the biggest gift that she gave me, was to be able to take care of her like she had taken care of me all those years. She's totally having a party right now. She's like, "Don't cry for me." In fact, actually, at the hospital, I had a moment where I teared up a little bit, and she goes, "Don't cry." And I said, "Mom, I am not crying for you. I am crying for me." And I said, "I'm not crying for you. I'm actually really jealous of you. I'm really jealous. You get to go see Jesus." So she's having a party up there with Jesus in heaven, and I am not crying for her. Even at the very end, I just feel like that was something that we shared, was laughter and love, and just couldn't have asked for a better mom.